Hey guys, it's Woody, and the first time I made this video, I made an insensitive comment. I was trying to say that the guy managed to kill 12 people before they stopped him, and I called it a 12 KD ratio, which was insensitive. I didn't realize how big of a deal it was at the time, and there's some guys on Twitter and stuff who saw it the same way I did, but the overwhelming majority of you thought that it was some sort of joke at the expense of the victims, which wasn't what was in my heart at the time. I talked to like some other YouTubers and they're like, you know what? You should private that thing, correct it, and upload it with your true meaning behind it, which is the world is not as dangerous as the press is making it out to be. So this is the video with their offensive section removed. I hope that you like it. Bye. Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and I wasn't going to talk about the Batman shooting Colorado theater tragedy thing because I didn't want to be seen as profiting from it, right? I didn't want to like jump on this bandwagon and try and get tons of views off of it. On the other hand, a lot of people have asked me to talk about it, and while this might be crazy to you, there are some people who say, hey Woody, you know, I sure would love to know what you're thinking about this whole thing. You know, they have an interest in it, and you know, for those guys, I'm making this commentary. It is remarkably easy to go on a shooting rampage in this country and in most countries, really. I mean, you get a gun legally or illegally, find a bunch of unarmed people in a crowded place, and it's not unlikely that you'll kill 12 people like this maniac managed to do. The fact that it doesn't happen more often than it does, it kind of points to me to how low the threat is, how overstated the terrorist threat is, for example. I mean, if they wanted to come in here and just kill people with a gun, mow people over with their SUV at an intersection, etc., they could easily do it. But by and large, the world's not filled with homicidal maniacs, which is, of course, a good thing. It seems to me that the reason this is such a big news story is not that 12 people died. I mean, heck, it's horrible to think about, but more people die than that all the time. What makes it a big news story is the fact that it's like a theatric style of killing, right? The guy wore a gas mask and threw tear gas in the theater to create confusion. It happened on Batman, which is one of the big stories, you know, going on right now. It's going to be a huge hit movie. I am disappointed in our news in turning something like this into I don't know, 24/7, oh my God, can you believe it? Do you feel safe in your home anymore kind of nonsense. That's my big take on this thing. If there was a 12-car pileup, I don't think it would be the same kind of wall-to-wall news coverage. This is the guy's face. This is the guy playing ping pong. This is the guy playing golf. You know, here he is. I realized he didn't have very many friends. I fear the day we find out that he plays video games and they're going to say that it was some sort of training ground for his you know, murderistic rampage. But you know what really happened? One guy lost his marbles, went on a shooting spree, and did the kind of damage that you probably see on major highways, you know, over the course of 2 or 3 days all the time. It's horrible. It's terrible. But I'm really disappointed in the news coverage. It kind of reminds me of the Trayvon Martin thing, where, you know, all of a sudden it had to be racially motivated. All of a sudden, you know, they're showing one guy in a jumpsuit and another guy, 12 years old, looking angelic in his Hollister sweatshirt. And, you know, really what they're doing is they're creating a story that will capture people's interests and not reporting the news in a reliable way that will educate people. I think we're seeing that now, too. We're seeing, you know, something tragic turned into, you know, something that's going to drive advertising dollars. That's my take on this Batman thing. And, you know, I wish the victims and their families well. I feel for them. It's terrible. But I bet that they don't like the zoo that's been made out of this any more than I do. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. You know, the core of this thing is that 12 people died, and that really sucks. But it almost sucks more that the world is turning it into a media opportunity. All right, if you liked the video, be sure to show that like button some love. If you're new around here and you liked it, you can click on subscribe in the top right. Have a good day. Check out the 2 vids you missed.